Hi everyone, this is Deepak Ramola, and today I will be sharing with you how to raise wise children and how to respect the wisdom of children. When I meet teachers or parents in school systems around the world, I ask them a simple question, a small quiz if you will. The quiz starts by asking them, if you could choose for your child or your student for them to be beautiful or smart, what would you want? The answer is obvious. For a lot of parents, they say smart because beauty fades away with time, and inner beauty and the concept of inner glow. Then I ask them, okay, between smart and street smart, what would you want your child to be? And so a lot of parents and facilitators and teachers and caretakers say, in that case, we would not want them to be just bookish smart, we would want them to be street smart. Alright, street smart it is then. Between street smart and intelligent, what is the option that I ask them to pick from? And they choose intelligent because it makes you sound intellectual and something which is a little more cream than the crassness of the street. And finally, between intelligent and wise, what would you want your child to be? And the obvious answer is wise, that enlightened light that shines through a soul and also allows them to decipher world philosophies but also create personal ideologies that contribute. Wisdom is the application of knowledge, and so most parents want that. And then I ask a simple question, and where are you cultivating space, learning mechanisms, building capacities and competencies for that wise thinking and wise doing? And I'm met with a profound silence. Because our grading systems in schools, our vocabularies at home, our metaphors, what a clever child, what a smart child, are driven by making the child smart and intelligent but not wise. And it is this gap that I have been trying to speak about throughout my career for the last 13 years around the world, is for parents, for teachers, for adults of any kind to respect the wisdom of children. And many of you might be thinking, Deepak, what are you talking about? The wisdom of child, what have they seen? And that is where the change needs to happen. Every child has seen something appropriate or in conflict zones around the world with climate change and violence, even inappropriate things that are not age-centric. I have met kids who have been 3-year-old and have had such a distinct perspective towards how to conduct themselves in the world that you will be surprised, and if you close your eyes, you might as well guess that a 60-year-old person is talking to you. It is this learning curve of children that has shifted dramatically and drastically over the last few decades that allows us to now know that children also see, observe, embrace, and learn and act from that place. In developmental science, a child actually, when starts lying, it's considered to be a good thing because the child can imagine, and that age is somewhere around 4 to 5. When we borrow that from their learning and their knowledge into educational realm, I would like to tell all of you that never dismiss a child by saying, what do you know? They know exactly what they're supposed to know. A 4-year-old knows what a 4-year-old goes through better than any 15 or a 35-year-old. So if you're a parent, a teacher, any person, any adult in the world with children around, I encourage you to lean in and ask kids for their opinion, for their standpoints, for their perspectives, and not to be ageist about it or dismissing about it, but to actually focus and learn from things that they can teach you. And kids can teach you pretty good things. The internet is full of their wisdom, but I wanted to leave you with a few that I love. Many years ago, a 5-year-old young girl said to me, Deepak, my life lesson is, when you're done using the jar, remember to close the lid. And that lesson really is about letting go and creating boundaries and moving on. Another life lesson on a similar theme comes from a 6-year-old boy from Antwerp named Abdul Rahman. And his life lesson was, before you learn how to ride a bike, learn where the brakes are. So before you set out for any crazy adventures, know what the limits and the boundaries exist within it. And the last one, which is my recent favorite is that never eat an ice cream from both ends. You will not enjoy it and you'll make a lot of mess. And we all, as adults, are trying to eat and reach to our favorite things by just gulping them down. These are metaphors and languages of children in the way they see the world, but their underlying themes and messages and meanings are way, way, way more deeper than we give them credit for. So I hope you enjoyed listening to this, and if there is a wise thing a child has said to you or done with you, mention it in the comments below. Thank you for listening, and if you enjoy my content, share and subscribe and pass it on to somebody who might enjoy. Thank you.